The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd, Palmer. The exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it all in that last play.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got one on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Got enough space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like it just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peoples. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
You can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays.
Brings him to the open. Touchdown,
he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the air, it's Knight. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The run to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him
pausing after that last score. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's gone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The give from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll return it from the 50, and the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Peoples. Got room to work. Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a man on the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Got his man on the outside, and they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the 1st down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the 1st down. Great job knowing where the 1st down was, putting his head down, getting the 1st down.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's third and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Ncaa. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. See if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up and pick it off for the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Knight. Forced out of the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to pound their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Slams ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out with it, it's Rourke. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the...
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. He's at the top. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Zings it complete to the right. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Pressure coming. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Uncorks it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air, it's Knight. Right on the money. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.